Hello, Snako here with another figure review. Today we have got playing on your YouTube, Marvel Legends Infinite Series, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Mandroid Wave, Winter Soldier. Yes, we have got a Winter Soldier movie figure. Bam! This guy is actually really cool. I kind of really have two gripes with this figure. One, you can probably quite clearly, brightly see in this current shot we have. Just why, Hasbro? Just why? This is a retooled, remolded, exactly the same as this gun, which is the Hydra Agent gun, which is fair enough cool for a comic-related weapon. It would actually be pretty funky and quite, I don't want to say realistic, but you know, it's something you could imagine Hydra agents using. For the movie figure, he never used anything at all like this in the slightest. So I'm not happy that they gave him this. I mean, it is a very cool design. It's just they've released weapons in the past. They've released several weapons in the past. There's several out there. I've actually got a bunch here which I'm going to show you what he actually should look like, because I know you guys would actually probably get a kick out of that. So why would you release with this? I mean, is it that lazy they couldn't be asked to get out a new mold, or an old mold even, that they used the same mold for a different figure in the same wave? I don't know. I don't understand the logic behind this. This was not used in the movie at all. I'm sorry if that's a spoiler, but he never uses anything like this. So I'm not happy he comes with that. The other accessory he comes with is a maskless head. We'll go over that in a bit. So, overall opinion of this figure. Let's actually go back a bit and actually go the overall opinion on the look of the character. I really enjoyed the Winter Soldier movie. I thought it was a really decent movie. They did a lot of good things in that, and I can't think of anything I really didn't like about the film. It was the story maybe a little bit complex. You had to really pay attention on that one, but apart from that, I thought it was really good. I loved the introduction to the actual Winter Soldier character. I thought he was portrayed really well and did a great job. I don't know the actor's name who plays him, and I'm not going to look it up, but I was very impressed with his portrayal of the character. Very good, very emotional turmoil. It was very emotionally torn apart, and it was very cool, every scene with him in it. So, as I said, I have two gripes with this figure. One was the gun. The second one is his knife on the back here. It is sculpted on, and same as this one here, sculpted on. At least this one's got a paint job, that one is not. Hasbro, just why do you keep sculpting on weapons? They seem to have started with the Ultimate Captain America figure, where you had the holstered pistol which was sculpted on, and then you did the same thing for this young lady with her sculpted pistols. We'll go over her later, and you've also done it for Baron Zemo, sculpted holsters again. Just why? Is it really that difficult for you to give us this piece of plastic with a holster to fit it? You've done it. Here, look, Bucky cap belt has a holster and a gun, has a holster and a knife. Bomb. Even if you reuse these, I would have been happier. So the fact that he has a solid knife with a very flimsy handle will snap if you are not careful, and a solid, I don't even know. Yes, not happy with that. But like I said, that is actually my only real gripes on this figure. I do really like how he looks. I'm not massive knowledgeable on the character as it's himself from the comics. I've only seen a few iterations from him. There you go. I know who he really is. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, because for those who haven't seen the movie or haven't read the comics, you'll find out if you watch either. But and I did know that, and I knew a bit about him. I've seen him a bit, and I like what they've done. I like this cyborg arm. It looked very cool in the movie, and the toy itself looks very, very cool. When I saw some previews of this, I was very confused as to how they'd done the shoulders, because it looked like this one, the arm would actually pivot outside of the joint and it wouldn't move, but it's not the case. It's just a standard ball joint, but it just looked like it was different. So let's have a look at his other accessory. So he comes with this other head sculpt, and it is actually really good head sculpt, although they kind of went a bit over the top with the eyeshadow. I mean, he does have eyeshadow in the actual film to make him look a bit more menacing, I'm guessing, but they went a bit crazy on this. I think this definitely needs a repaint, or maybe a try and get some of this off. It's crazy. But yeah, it's really nice. The hair sculpted really well. It's a slightly softer rubber, but it's still quite hard, to be honest. It is a separate piece, but it is sculpted really, really nicely. To attach it, very simply, unpeg and peg on. Ta-da! While we are on a zoom in, he comes with this really cool mask, and I am digging this very much so. I've seen a few custom jobs where they have tweaked and done various things to portray a certain scene. We'll just say that. Yeah, I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but this is really nice. I thought initially it was all black, but you can see there's a gloss black for the actual goggle parts, but then the actual rims of the goggles aren't glossed, and there's some browns in the mask there, and then some blacks on the vent. So very, very, very cool. Really loving how that looks. As for the rest of his suit, he has this nice kind of like body armor going throughout his whole torso, which has some nice wash in it and some nice details sculpted really beautifully and very intricately as well. These buttons go all the way under his torso, and on the back, really, really well done. His metallic arm is beautifully sculpted. Looks absolutely amazing. Every part of it is sculpted really well and painted really well actually as well. The lines seem to actually match. I can't see any bleeds or anything. You can see again you've got that same kind of pearlescent plastic which they seem to be using quite a lot. I don't know if that's cheaper or something, or if it's trying to give it a glimmer effect, if they're going for that, I'm not too sure. But I like it, it looks cool. I really like how this looks. Very, very, very nice. Very well painted. And then he's got these nice combat trousers with some pockets and some padding throughout, some knee pads and some decent boots, and then his little belt thing. Yeah, I'm going to be customizing mine. I'm going to be putting a new knife on there and a new knife on there, and probably a gun holster as well. He does actually sport in the movie a Scorpion submachine gun. I can't remember the exact term, which kind of sits there, so I might try and do something. I don't know, we shall see. But this is a separate piece, this little harness thing, and it does come off. It just unpegs just like that, and then you can pull it off if you want. I'll just show you that quickly. Got a bit of a collar there, it's very cool. See, removable harness, not removable weapons. But yeah, really, really nice. I personally prefer the masked head. I just think that looks a bit more cooler. But I guess it's your own personal preference. Now, I know I normally do size comparisons, but I'm going to do some weapon comparisons. Let's have a look, see. Let's have some fun. Okay, Hasbro, if you're watching my review, which I very much doubt, here's a few representations of some decent weapons you could have given him. We have a pistol, which I believe came with the 2000, God, I can't even know, the Thomas Jane Punisher movie. I think that's that pistol. Yeah. And then we have the Super Soldier Steve Rogers pistol. This is a bit chunky, doesn't hold it too well in this hand. So yeah. Bucky Cap's weapons, you've got his Desert Eagle and his knife. The knife is very loose, unfortunately. Maybe because I put the Super Soldier gun in there, it's quite a big handle. And I'm guessing it's going to be the same on this now. So maybe not the Desert Eagle. Okay, we have the MP5 and the AK-74U, I think. I'm not 100% on that one. Both came with Mystique, not these versions though. Again, looks pretty good holding them. Okay, we have a LMG light machine gun. I think it's an M60, which came with the Jungle Strike Punisher. And this guy. And another AK with an undercarriage grenade launcher. I can't remember which figure that came with. If someone could please remind me, that would really help me out. To go further back for these ones, what would he be without a sniper rifle? These would definitely be a much better choice to give him instead of this thing. That has been the most recent one, which came with the Marvel Legends Punisher. I think that one, using this as a pointer, I think this one came with the face-off Punisher. I honestly can't remember. Again, if someone could please remind me where this came from. But again, really, really decent weapons. Tell me that doesn't look cool. Although you guys can't see the contrast, I will show you with my trusty pointer. This is actually nowhere near his eye. It's to the side of him. But it looked cool. Then sporting a nice little AK there. Well, I think that's enough weapon comparisons. Size comparison. Which soldier stands at 6.5 inches exactly? Usual suspects. Bucky Cap. Superior Spider-Man. Spider-Girl. Ultimate Captain America. Hyperion. Marvel Now Captain America. Captain America from the Winter Soldier movie. I think it's interesting how Winter Soldier is actually taller than him. Captain America from the Avengers movie, who is now taller than him. And then movie Black Widow. Articulation. Head, as you saw, was in a ball joint, so you get a little bit of a rock in it, not massively, and a little bit of forward and back in it. With the hinge, you can go back that far. It's hindered by the hair. You can go forward that far and it pops off. You can go forward that far before it pops off, like you saw. You can rotate around 360 degrees. You might find a little bit of hindrance with the hair, depending on the angle. Shoulders are on ball disc. The normal one can go around 360 degrees like that, and it can go out that far. The Cyborg one can go around 360 degrees and can go out that far. Yep, that's as high as it goes. So this one can go higher. It can rotate at the bicep 360 degrees, double bend in the elbow, a wrist rotation of 360 degrees, and then it has a pivot at the wrist. They can go up that far and down that far. Forewarning, my one was completely stuck. I had to heat it up, pop it out, free it, and then reattach it. So be careful. This Cyborg one can rotate at the bicep 360 degrees and can bend at the elbow in 2 places. Can rotate at the wrist 360 degrees, and like the other one, has a pivot of that to that. So that's really good. They both have basically the same articulation. This one can go a slightly bit higher, but I like the fact they've done 2 completely different arms here, and they have managed to keep the articulation. Really chuffed with that. He has an abdominal crunch of that much forward. If I get you get that flat, it's that much forward, and not much back. To be honest, you can only go straight up. Can't really go back at all. Don't know why. It looks like it wants to, just it won't. Nah, it just doesn't want to go. He has a waist cut, which is ratchet very nicely, 360 degrees there. He has T-cut hips. Before we get into that, just to let you know, this is a floating piece, his belt, so it can be moved to the top or the bottom of his waist. This is not attached to his leg at all in any way. So like I said, T-cut hips. He has a Spartan kick of that and a split kick of that, which is actually better than Mr. America. He has an upper thigh rotation of 360 degrees, and then a double in the knee of that. I feel like I want to do more. No, that's it. No boot rotation this time, although it is a separate piece to the trousers, but it does not rotate. He has an ankle point from there to there, and then a pivot from there to there. Well, you can go further actually, from there to there. All in all, you can get this guy into some truly epic poses, and especially with some added weapons, which has been kindly provided by me. He does look very badass indeed. I kind of want to kit this guy out to the max, and I may just do so. So, Hasbro, if you are watching this review, which as I said I very much doubt, please try and take some pointers here and provide us with some actually accurate weapons to the character, and ideally some removable weapon holsters. Even if you took this off and attached it to his back, it would be damn sight better than this. So, overall opinion on this figure, would I recommend him? Yes, definitely a yes. Even regarding the fact that you get this ting. That's why he's taking aim and let him rip. I would definitely recommend his figure. He is very, very cool. He has a great sculpt. Really nice paint job, to be honest, with the exception of maybe the overly gothed eyes, and great articulation. Wish I could say accessories. I know I'm griping about that a lot. It's a nice addition to my movie collection. The only modifications I really want to make to this character is to add weapons to him. Sure, that I think he's down near perfect. But he does also come with a Build-A-Figure part for the Mandroid, and as we just scroll across here, we can see Wood Soldier is number 6, including right leg. So you get this leg portion with this figure. Again, unfortunately, I've got all of these bar a aim. I'm looking for an aim if anyone has one, incidentally. Please let me know. But yes, I have no buff whatsoever, apart from the gun, for which comes with Black Widow. So if anyone wants the gun, let me know. I'll trade you a gun for an aim. No, I'm joking. That's a very bad trade. But I would be interested, so let me know, please. Anyway, guys, that is my review. If you have enjoyed this video, please drop me a like down below. Please add any comments you'd like to ask about this figure or my channel. And as per usual, please subscribe. And you know the routine, guys. I'll be catching you in my next one. Keep collecting. Bye-bye. Like he's face planted in some mud and going, oh, what the?